Hey guys, how's it going? It's Molly. I'm here today to film a Project Pan video. If you've been here for a while, you may remember that I started a Project Pan a couple years ago. I was way too gung-ho. I don't remember how many items I pulled into it, but it was a lot, and I had very lofty goals, and I quickly gave up. I was like, there's no way I'm going to reach it. No, I'm not going to do this. So I have just kind of felt like I'm not really a project panner. And if you don't know what project panning is, it's you select some products that you want to hit pan on. You want to use it until you see the bottom of the barrel, basically. It's a good way to get a lot of use out of your products. That is the whole motivation behind it. So in theory, I really like project panning. I think it's great. It is exciting when we hit pan on products, right? But I tend to get bored with products. So I was looking at Instagram the other day and I came across this profile. It was Chic Geek Makeup, I think. I will link her Instagram handle down below and you guys can check her out. But she came up with this idea. From what I can tell, she came up with it. It's the 100 Uses Project Pan. So you're not necessarily trying to hit pan, but you want to get 100 uses out of these things. So I forgot. There is 100 uses within 6 months. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to film an update every month. I think that would get kind of redundant because I don't think you're going to see that much of a difference with things, especially foundation. Like I don't know, but I could be wrong. Actually, you might go through a whole foundation in 100 uses. We'll find out. So anyways, I chose 5 products that I want to get some use out of. I want to kind of focus on in the next 6 months. And I'm going to show you guys what those are now. Okay. Also, really quick before I get into it, I haven't created these yet, but I am going to be tracking them in a notebook. People are creating like graphs, boxes. I'll try and remember to post a picture here or here, wherever it's going to go, of what those look like. But it's basically 100 squares and you mark them off as you go, whatever. Easy. Okay, so the first thing that I want to focus on is the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. I really like this. It's a good shade match for me for the winter. That's why I chose it. I also chose it because I am trying to get rid of my Physicians Formula things. They're not cruelty free anymore, which is totally heartbreaking and not cool. So I think I can probably use this up in 100 uses. We will see. It'll be kind of interesting. That's what I'm hoping to see with this. Okay, next. Oh, this one I'm having second thoughts on, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. This is the Marc Jacobs Air Blush in Flesh and Fantasy. It's a really pretty, like, mauve-y blush. The cream-colored strips are like luminous, sort of glowy powders. I wouldn't say highlighters, but definitely luminous. So it has this natural luminosity to it. When I use this, I just swirl my brush all through it, and it is gorgeous. The reason I was hesitating for a second there is because these are no longer made. And I have this thing where if I know that I cannot repurchase a product, I don't want to use it at all, which is so irrational and stupid, but it's a thing that I do. So, but I am going to go ahead and get 100 uses out of this, and I'm going to love every second of it, I think, because I really love this product. Okay, the next thing. This is a product that I have not used in well over a year. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the shade Precious Petals. Wet n Wild also is no longer cruelty free, so that is one of the reasons why I chose it, that and the fact that I haven't used it in over a year. These have like a cult following, and truthfully, I don't know that I see it. I don't know. I think sometimes with Wet n Wild and some other less expensive drugstore brands, we tend to just be like, it's so good for the price. but the for the price part is silent. We just say it's so good. Realistically, there are way better highlighters on the market, but as I recall, it's a fine product, so I'm sure that I will be just fine getting my 100 uses out of it. Okay, next, Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Frog. This is so pretty. It's a really nice, like, topper shade, inner corner highlight, whatever. And I think that it will just, it's that right there. Shoot, you could use that as a highlight if you want like a beaming highlight. Yeah. Looking like it came from space. Pretty great. But anyways, this I think is really pretty. The Super Shock formula dries out, so it's just been sitting because even though this isn't discontinued, there's still a part of me that's like, I love it so much, I'm not going to use it. Because I don't want to be without it. Whatever. It's so dumb. 100 uses. I can do it. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Okay, next. And this one is also no longer available. This is the Urban Decay Beauty with an Edge palette. This came out holiday, I want to say holiday 2018, and I have barely used it. First of all, can we talk about how obnoxious this packaging is for like a YouTuber? Okay, there you go. Now you can maybe see it. So they're all shimmers. It'll be a great companion palette for any other palette that has mattes. The quality of these, as I recall, is very nice. They're buttery and pigmented and, you know, pretty foiled. So I know for a fact that I'm going to enjoy using this. And as you can see, you've got a range of cool tones, warm tones, colors, jewel tones. I tried to choose things that I wasn't going to get bored with. And this is definitely something that I won't get bored with. So that is the last thing that I chose for this project. As far as check-ins are concerned, I'm thinking I'll check in at the 3-month mark and then at the end. So do we need to, I don't know, do I need to do close-ups of the products? Here's Frog, barely used at all. The Wet n Wild powder is also barely used. You can still see the embossing on it. This guy, the Marc Jacobs blush, is, I don't know, I'd say lightly used. I've gotten plenty of use out of it, but there's not like a dip in the product or anything. So I think it'll be really interesting to see what this looks like at the end. Is it going to look the same? That's kind of what I'm thinking. I think it's going to look the same. And then the foundation is basically, it's to like pretty much, I mean, you've got some empty space right there. So I think it's basically full from here down. So wish me luck. I hope that I don't get bored. I did do the math. I think there's like 182 days between November 1st and what would it be? May 1st? No. Yeah, May 1st. That's when it will end, or technically April 30th. So I think there's like 182 days, maybe slightly less than that. So I can do that. That's, yeah. I think it'll be fine. I am apprehensive, but I think it'll be fine. So at any rate, thank you guys so much for watching this video. It's like short and sweet and to the point. If you enjoyed this video, if you like Project Pans, give me a thumbs up, give me some encouragement. It's my first one, well, second, but first one that I'm actually going to stick to, I think. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys will subscribe before you go. I try to upload 2 to 3 times a week, so stay tuned for my next video. I will see you soon. Bye.